The grass bends under a searing wind, savanna heat shimmering on the horizon. A band of Australopithecus afarensis, small-bodied, upright walking, yet fierce in spirit, move through the open plain. At their center are the mothers, bellies lean from hunger, but arms strong, clutching infants close to their chests. They are not wandering idly. Their feet beat against the dust with urgency. The rains have failed early. Waterholes shrink into cracked basins. Every step is survival. The gathering. The females fan out, crouching low, scanning for tubers hidden beneath the dry earth. Knuckles scrape dirt, stone flakes strike roots. A sharp-edged tool, chipped hastily from quartz, hacks into hard soil. One mother pulls up a starchy tuber and pounds it against a rock, softening it so a toddler can chew. The child reaches greedily, mouth open, while the mother's eyes never stop darting across the savanna. Danger lurks in every shadow. Nearby, another mother scales a short acacia, braving the thorns. She snaps off seed pods, drops them down, her infant clinging tight to her fur. Below, a young female gathers the fallen pods, cracks them with a stone, and presses the oily pulp into the hands of an elder. Every calorie matters. But then, a ripple moves across the grass. The mothers freeze. The eldest male, scarred from past battles, rises tall and stares toward the horizon. The faint shape of a predator stalks low, a saber-toothed cat. First twist. The ambush. The mothers gather their young instantly. One slings her child onto her back, another presses her infant to her belly. They cluster, forming a circle. Stones are lifted, sticks gripped tight. The saber-tooth emerges, shoulders rippling, fangs glinting. A growl trembles across the grass. The band cannot outrun it. Infants slow them. They must resist. A young male lets out a guttural scream, slamming a stone against another, sparking chips of light. The sound distracts the predator for a heartbeat, enough time for the group to retreat slowly toward a stand of trees. But the cat lunges. Dust erupts. A mother stumbles, her infant tumbling to the ground. The predator veers toward the helpless child. In a moment of raw ferocity, three mothers charge forward together, stones and sticks smashing against the predator's head. A lucky strike slams into its eye. The beast recoils, snarling in pain, then vanishes into the grass, leaving behind a trembling silence. The child is gathered, pressed to her mother's chest. Her cries echo like a victory chant. The tribe breathes again. They have survived, but at a cost. One female's leg bleeds from a slash. Survival now demands more than food. Healing and movement. The wounded mother limps, but the band will not leave her. Another female tears bark strips, presses leaves against the wound, binding it with spit and sinew. They move on, carrying the injured between them. Survival is not individual. It is shared. They march until dusk. The sky ignites in red fire, then fades into violet. They find shelter near a shallow cave carved into the hillside. The young males guard the entrance with stones in hand, while the mothers huddle inside, pressing infants against their bodies for warmth. One mother chews herbs, then presses the paste against the wounded leg, her eyes reflecting firelight from a flickering branch the group had carried. Night is long, filled with howls of hyenas, but the tribe endures, wrapped in one another's breath. The river temptation morning brings promise. The band follows the scent of damp earth until the roar of water meets their ears. A river, broad, rushing, filled with life. Mothers hurry, dipping leaves and cupped hands into the flow, letting infants drink. But abundance carries risk. Crocodiles lurk in the shallows. One mother edges too far, and a massive jaw erupts from the water, snapping. She leaps back, clutching her child, narrowly escaping death. The band erupts in shrieks, waving branches and hurling stones until the beast slides back beneath the surface. The water is both life and death. They will drink, but carefully, always scanning, always wary. Survival is vigilance. Second twist. Rival band. As they drink and gather reeds, a new danger rises, not from predators but from their own kind. Across the river, another group of Australopithecus emerges, larger, more numerous, with males carrying heavier stones. Their eyes burn with hunger. A tense standoff brews. The rival band steps closer, gesturing, shrieking. They want the river. The mothers pull their young close, forming a defensive line. The eldest male lifts his arms, bellowing, striking the ground with a stone. For a heartbeat, it seems war is inevitable. But one of the mothers makes a choice. She breaks a reed, dips it into water, and offers it outward. A silent gesture of sharing. The rival band hesitates, then slowly withdraws, watching but not attacking. Conflict avoided. For now. But the message is clear. Water and food are power, and others will fight for them. The storm. The sky darkens. Winds rise. Thunder cracks across the plain. The tribe scrambles, gathering infants, racing for cover. Rain lashes down in sheets, turning dust to mud. Lightning splits a tree in two, flames roaring briefly before the storm drowns them. The mothers cling to their children in the cave, huddled against one another. Cold seeps into their bones. One infant cries endlessly, hunger gnawing. But the storm will not relent. They must endure it together, pressed tight like one body until dawn breaks and the sky clears. Climax: the fire and the cat. But survival is never secure. As they sleep that night, the saber-toothed cat returns, following the scent of blood. It prowls near the cave, eyes glowing in moonlight. The band stirs, terror rushing like fire in their veins. The mothers clutch their children. They cannot flee in the dark, they must fight again. Stones are gathered, branches lit from a smoldering ember saved from lightning's fire. When the beast lunges, they meet it with flame. Branches thrust forward, shrieks rising into the night. Sparks fly, smoke fills the cave. The predator recoils, but charges again. The eldest male hurls a burning branch into its face. Flames lick fur. The cat screeches, thrashing wildly, then vanishes into the grass consumed by darkness. The tribe collapses, trembling. Children whimper but alive. Mothers hold them tight, their eyes reflecting both terror and triumph. Resolution. Renewal of life. Dawn breaks golden. Steam rises from the wet earth. The tribe emerges, battered, hungry, yet undefeated. The wounded mother's leg is healing. Infants nurse, small hands clinging to their mother's fur. One young female cracks a stone against another, shaping a sharper edge. Another mother dips leaves into the river, filling them with water for her child. Together, they prepare to move on, to seek safer grounds, to continue the endless march of survival. On the horizon, the sun rises like a promise. Life endures. The mothers lead, children in their arms, teaching them, not with words, but with the act of survival itself. The legend of their struggle echoes silently in the wind. Without them, there would be no us.